6 crazy things that I made planters out of, starting off with this mannequin head. I actually got this in esthetician school about 12 years ago, and then I cut the hair off and added fake blood for a Halloween decoration, but it was in the garage. Along with this pot, this actually is a planter, sort of. I think it's a decorative, but it does not have drainer holes in it. So what I'm going to do is make some drainer holes. What I needed for this was 6 random items that I found in my garage, a drill, an electric drill, and also some pruning shears, because some of the things that I used, I couldn't make drainer holes with the drill. I had to go ahead and cut it with the shears. Now that I've gotten my child inside, let's go off and get some work done. Now, I have never done anything like this before, so I didn't know what I was doing. I thought that I would just drill through it real quick and easy. That was not the case. This thing seems to be made of thick plastic. What I ended up having to do was turning it all the way over and then standing on top of it and then put all my pressure into the drill, and that ended up working. What prompted me to do this was I'm moving out in about 2 weeks, and I want to take a lot of my plants with me because the majority of these plants I grew from seed or I bought at nurseries, and I'm either taking them with me or they're going to stay here and die because they are not going to be taken care of by my ex-husband. And I really wanted to take these trees that I have planted right here that I bought at a nursery about a year ago, and I needed some big pots, not just the ones that I had in my backyard from buying plants at the store and then putting them in the ground. And so I was like, well, let me utilize some stuff I have laying around, because all the pots that I had accumulated over this time of gardening the last 2 years, I have used them up already because I have so many plants I want to take. I planted this artichoke plant from seed about a year and a half ago, and I'm going to see if I could dig it up and take it with me because I'm not leaving it here. I dug a moat around the base, right? And now I'm filling it with more water because I want to cause the least amount of damage to the root. Mind you, I've never dug up an artichoke plant before, but still. And then I got a pot ready to go. Look at all the ladybugs. We did it, guys. So I used my hands to pull the root away from all the dirt. And of course there's going to be some damage, but look at this root. Isn't that cool? So long. Whoop. Oh, there's so many fucking bugs everywhere. We'll check on her in the morning and see if she's still alive. Oh no. Well, I guess artichoke plants don't take too kindly to being dug up. And I was like, okay, as long as I'm drilling holes in this thing, let me see what else I can drill holes in. And then I thought I would make a cute post for social media and for YouTube. This channel I just started. I have some other channels that are already monetized, but none of them have to do with gardening or anything that I do like as a hobby just for fun. And I really wanted to make some videos about gardening. It's a lot harder than my other channels where I just sit there and gossip, essentially. So here I am drilling holes in this stupid thing, and I'll show you how I did get the tree into it at the end of this video. Some other stuff I think I should try is like maybe an old shoe. Maybe some old hats. I have an old cowboy hat, but I think my grandpa gave that to my son, and he recently passed away. But my son doesn't care about it anymore. He gave it to him when he was little. Now he's 14. He doesn't care about it. So if I made it into a pot, that's kind of like incorporating this item that's sentimental into the household, whatever. So second up is this popcorn bucket that I got at the 99-cent store. I just saw it when I was shopping at the 99-cent store, and I was like, that's cute. Let me buy it. Now, it's made out of flimsy plastic, so I'm not going to put my favorite plants in it, my most, like, expensive plants that I don't have a lot of, because I don't know how well they're going to do in this flimsy, cheap plastic thing. But plants that are really hardy and I have a lot of, such as marigolds, I have a lot of hollyhocks, I have a lot of coneflowers, things like that, why not? Marigolds are a dime a dozen. I have thousands and thousands of marigold seeds that I have cultivated and I'm taking with me. Oh, this stupid mannequin head. This was the dumbest item that I tried. Now, I had this thing. I went to esthetician school. I'm a licensed esthetician. I just don't do it anymore. And I got this mannequin head. They give them to the girls who are estheticians and cosmetology as well. So I dressed it up last Halloween and put fake blood on it. It didn't really look too scary, and I just threw it in the garage. After Halloween was over, that thing was really hard to try to drill a sizable hole in. Next up is this old pumpkin Halloween candy basket thing. Also from the 99-cent store. Also flimsy. So again, I'm just going to throw some marigolds in there, as well as some propagated cactuses. I have hundreds of propagated cactuses. But the holes went in really easy on these little flimsy plastic things. Next up is an old Steve Madden purse. I thought I was being really creative with this one because, you know what? It has a strap, and therefore I could hang it up from a hook on my new patio, inside the house even. But alas, this fabric was not giving it to me. This fabric said, we don't like it. But I did end up getting my pruning shears, my big ones, and making some little holes in there, enough to have an airway for the soil, because if you don't have drainage holes, then you're going to probably get root rot because there's no oxygen flow to the soil, and therefore the bacteria is not going to be, irrigated, and the bad bacteria that causes the root rot is going to build up, etc. So here I am destroying this purse that I didn't care about anymore anyway. I forgot it existed. It was in the garage. But of course I had to make this as difficult as possible for myself. I was already irritated at this point because things were just not going my way as easy as I thought they were going to. But here we are. I got it to work eventually, and I ended up putting, I think it's a butternut squash sprout in there. It'll show it at the end of this video. So I eventually got some holes in there, but then there's this extra lining inside that I had to go find scissors to cut open. This was way more work than it was worth at the time. At the time, I was rushing because my kids were bugging me about stuff. They're home on spring break, so of course, I'm going to have a harder time. But if you have the time and the patience, you're going to need some regular scissors for the lining on the inside. Now, this just seemed like a good transportation pot planter. This bag, the Stater Brothers grocery bag, was not super easy to drill holes in it and kind of dangerous. So please don't hurt yourself based off my video. That would really suck. So I eventually got a big enough hole in this stupid mannequin head to put one coneflower inside. And now it's just in the bushes. I don't think I'm going to take this one with me. But I would like to dig up a chunk of these coneflowers and take them with me, but I need a better pot. Here we go. I was so dirty by the time I went inside. It's so beautiful. Look at the eyeshadow and the blood. That's a cilantro behind there. I have so many random things just growing from over the 2 years that I've lived here. So what am I getting now? Oh, the popcorn bucket. And this is also going to go into my next video of the top however many plants that are easy to dig up and take with you somewhere and they won't die. I'm probably going to talk about coneflowers. I'm going to talk about coleus. I'm going to talk about mint. Now, some people don't like mint. They see it as a weed. I do not see it as a weed. I love mint. It keeps away random cat, even my own cats, it keeps them from pooping in that area because I don't like how it smells. Rat, even birds. Like I had crows and or ravens. I think they're crows. Oh, I love them, and I try to throw them out things for them to eat. But then I just attracted them to my yard. They started eating my sunflowers up. Anywho, so the popcorn bucket is getting mint, a propagated cactus leaf, and some coneflowers. And of course, I have to see how all the plants are doing tomorrow. We don't know yet. But this could actually make a cool indoor pot, the popcorn thing. Unless everything dies. But I'll know soon enough. Now I've finally gotten the tree up that I wanted. I had to get it so wet. The roots had really grown deep into the ground. It was really hard to get this tree all the way up. Of course, some damage was done to the roots. It's nearly impossible, if not impossible, to pull up a plant without doing some damage. But the majority of it is intact. And I'm pretty hopeful for this tree. I have another one I need to dig up. So here we go. Purse with the squash sprout inside. I have the bucket thing that we drilled holes into. What else do we have? Popcorn bucket, pumpkin bucket. And look at this purse. I got this at Goodwill. Somebody handmade it out of wrappers, candy bar wrappers and things like that. And I put some onion, mint, and a coleus in there. I thought it was pretty cool. Don't forget to subscribe and follow for more.